Good morning, Year 1. I hope you all had a lovely weekend. We're going to start with our reading, so remember to pause the screen on each page and have a go at the questions. Okay, so now we've got our phonics.
Hello everybody, my name's James. Now you may have seen me on a CBeebies programme called Waffle the Wonder Dog. I play the dad, Simon. I love acting and I also love reading. Now are you ready for your letters and sounds phonic lesson? Give it your best shot. Bye.
Hello children, I'm Josh. Let's start our letters and sounds lesson and learn to read some new words. Let's begin by reading some phonemes that you already know. I'll show you the graphemes on the cards and I want you to read them aloud. This flashcard says O. Are you ready? It's your turn. Okay, shall we check you got them right? Read them aloud with me. O. O. O or O. Ow or O. I. I. I or E. I or I. Ow or O. Oo or or U. Fantastic! I'm going to mix the cards up. Let's see if you can read the graphemes on the cards. I want you to read them aloud. Off you go. Okay, now let's check you got them right. Read them aloud with me. Oo or O. I. I. Or U. Ow or O. Ow or O. O. Or O. I or E. I or I. Well done! Fantastic sounds! Let's read some words with graphemes we already know. Here's my first word. Can you spot the digraphs? That's right. There are 3. Sh, O and Read each sound as I point and then blend to read the word. Sh, O, L, D, Shoulder. Can you move your shoulders like me? Here's my second word. Can you spot the digraph? Oh yes, here it is. The digraph is oar. Read each sound as I point and then blend to read the word. Or, l. Awful. It is awful when it rains and we can't go outside to play. What about this word? Can you spot the digraphs? That's right. The digraphs are d and n. Now read each sound as I point and blend to read the word. P, d, n. Pudding. I like pudding. Can you spot the digraph in this word? That's right. The digraph is here. It says O. Sound out and blend as I point. G, L, O. Glow. If something glows, then it gives off light. A fire can glow. Here's my final word. Sound out and blend as I point. B, L, I, N, D. Blind. If you are unable to see, then you are blind. Great reading! Now I'm going to mix the words up. Do you think you can read the words on the cards without any help? Are you ready? Off you go. Shall we check? Read them with me. Awful. Shoulder. Blind. Pudding. Glow. Super reading today, children. So then, today we are learning to read a new way of writing the sound E. Copy me. E. 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 Let's sound talk some words with the phoneme E. Copy me. Say the sounds and then see if you can blend the sounds to say the word. E. D. E. D. You have a go. E. D. Head. Let's point to our heads. Copy me. F, e, v, e. F, e, v, e. F, e, v, e. Feather. Birds have feathers. This is a feather. Let's sound talk our final word. Copy me. B, r, e, d. B, r, e, d. You have a go. B, r, e, d. Bread. Bread is a food made with flour, water and yeast. There are so many different types of bread. Here's a picture of some bread. We know that the sound e is written like this. But there is another way to write the sound e, and it looks like this. Let's read the new grapheme for the sound e. Can you say the sound e each time I show you this digraph? That was fantastic. Now let's read some words with our new grapheme for the sound e. Here's my first word. Sound out and blend as I point. Let's read the word together. Feather. Did you get it right? Here's my second word. Once again, I want you to sound out and blend as I point. Head. Let's nod our heads. Here's my next word. Sound, talk and blend. Are you ready? Now let's read the word together. B-r-e-d. Bread. Did you get it right? What about this word? Sound, talk and blend as I point. Now let's read the word together. B-r-e-k. Break. Fast. Breakfast. But we say breakfast. The first meal of the day is called breakfast. What about this word? Sound, talk and blend as I point. Now let's read the word together. pleasant, but we say pleasant. When something is nice, we can say it is very pleasant. Here's my final word. Are you ready? Now let's read the word together. D-E-F. Deaf. If you can't hear, then you are deaf. Do you think you can read these words now without any help? Are you ready? Off you go. Shall we check? Read them with me. Feather. Head. Bread. Breakfast. Pleasant. Deaf. Now I'm going to mix the words up. I want you to read the words on the cards without any help. Are you ready? Off you go. Time to check. Read them with me. Breakfast. Feather. Bread. Head. Pleasant. Deaf. What excellent reading. Well done. Now let's learn to read a tricky word. Let's practice reading 2 tricky words that you have met before. Here's my first word. Can you remember the tricky bit? That's right, the tricky bit is at the end. These letters say Z. Can you read the word? Let's read it together. P-L-E-Z. Please. Let's read another tricky word you know. Here it is. Can you remember the tricky bit? That's right. The tricky bit is here. It says oo. Can you read the word? Let's have a go together. Oo. Through. Let's read some sentences with our new grapheme in it. Here's my first sentence. Can you see any words with today's grapheme E? That's right. This word here has today's grapheme E. Can you see any other digraphs anywhere in my sentence? That's right. This word has V. This word has V and A. This word has O. This word has Th. This word has V. And this word has O. Can you see a tricky word that we learnt to read today? That's right. Here is a tricky word that we learnt to read today. Now, I want you to read aloud as I point to the words. Are you ready? Oh, and of course, sound out any words that you're not sure of. Here we go. Well done, children. Now, let's read the sentence together. Are you ready? The feather floated through the window. Let's read it again one more time. Read with me as I point to the words. The feather floated through the window. I wonder how that feather got through the window. Now it's time for my second sentence. Here it is. Can you see any words with today's grapheme E? That's correct. This word and this word have today's grapheme E. Can you see any digraphs in my sentence? That's right. There's one here. The digraph OR. Now I want you to read aloud as I point to the words. Oh, and of course, sound out any words that you're not sure of. Are you ready? Fantastic reading. Now let's read the sentence together. Are you ready? We had bread and jam for breakfast. Let's read it again. Read with me as I point to the words. We had bread and jam for breakfast. I think bread and jam is a very tasty breakfast. Well done, children. I think it's time to finish by spelling some words. Because if you can read a word, then you can definitely have a go at spelling it. You will need your paper and something to write with. Let's spell two words with today's grapheme E. Let's spell head. Segment the sounds with me. Head. D. Let's count how many sounds there are. Head. D. Head. There are 3 sounds. Watch me write head. Remember, it has 3 sounds. The first sound is and the second sound is today's new grapheme e. And the third sound is d. Head. D. And it has 3 sounds. Now I'll hide the word. I'd like you to have a go. Say the word. Say the sounds. Write them down and make sure you have 3 sounds. And don't forget today's new grapheme, e. Should we check our spelling? Does your word look the same as mine? If not, quickly change it. Head. D. 3 sounds. Now, let's spell another word. Let's spell bread. Segment the sounds with me. Bread. D. Let's count how many sounds there are. Bread. D. That's 4 sounds. Watch me write bread. And remember, it's got 4 sounds. My first sound is B. And my second sound is R. My next sound is our new grapheme E. And then at the end of the word, we have D. The word says bread. D. It has 4 sounds. Now it's your turn. Say the word. Say the sounds. Write the word down. Remember, 4 sounds. Don't forget the new grapheme E. Right then, shall we check? Does your spelling look the same as mine? Change it if you need to. Bread. D. 4 sounds. Now it's time to practice spelling a tricky word that you've met before. The word is please. Segment the sounds with me. Please. Z. Let's count how many sounds there are. Please. L, E, Z. That's 4 sounds. Watch me write please. I'll let you know when I get to the tricky bit. My first sound is P. Then we have L. My third sound says E, and the bit at the end is tricky. The letters S and E say Z. Please. P, L, E, Z. 4 sounds. Now it's your turn. Say the word. Say the sounds. What's the tricky bit? The letters S and E on the end say S. Write it down. 4 sounds. Okay, let's check that our words match. How did you get on? Please. P, L, E, Z. 4 sounds. Now, let's practice spelling another tricky word that you've met before. Through. Segment the sounds with me. Through. Ooh. Let's count how many sounds there are. Through. Ooh. That's 3 sounds. Watch me write through. Can you remember the tricky bit? The first bit is easy. It says th. Then my second sound says and the third sound is the tricky bit. The letters O, U, G, and H say ooh. Through. Ooh. 3 sounds. And the bit at the end is tricky. Now it's your turn to have a go. Say the word. Say the sounds. Remember that tricky bit at the end. The sound OO is written with O, U, G and H. Write the word down. Remember, it's got 3 sounds. Okay, it's time to check our spelling. Did you get it right? Through. Ooh. 3 sounds. Wow, well done, children. You've worked so hard practicing reading and spelling. See you soon for another lesson with letters and sounds. Bye.
Hi children, I hope you enjoyed your letters and sounds lesson. You have worked really hard and we are so proud of you. Why don't you celebrate by sharing a lovely book together with someone at home?
Okay, as usual, we've got our maths, so we've got a video and then some questions to have a go at.
Today we're going to be talking about comparing numbers. We've done comparing in the past, only this time our numbers are getting much bigger. Do you remember, what do we say when we compare numbers? What are some of the words and symbols that we can use? Well, we can use words like less than, greater than, more than, and sometimes we even say is equal to. In our last lesson, we looked at tens and ones by partitioning some of those numbers into tens and ones. Do you remember? So here we have 3 groups of 10 and 4 ones. So what does that tell us about the number? What number is it? Well, the number is 34, because 34 is 3 tens and 4 ones. But we could also think of it as 34 is 30 plus 4 more. Let's take a look at these two numbers. How many tens are there? How many ones are there? How can we compare the two? Did you notice that they both have 4 ones? But I also noticed that one of them has 3 tens and one of them only has 2 tens. I think we can compare the two. I can see that 34 is greater than 24. Another way for me to think about that is by using the symbol. 34 is greater than 24. But remember, I could also say 34 is more than 24. And now it's time for you to have a go. Take a look at the two numbers you're comparing. First, figure out how much is it, and then see if you can put the right comparison in. Is it less than? Is it equal to? Or is it greater than? Pause here and have a go, and then come back and I'll show you the answers. Super. Now the first one has 5 tens and 6 ones. That's 56. The other one has 4 tens and 6 ones. That's 46. And I can see here that 56 is greater than 46. How about the one below? I have 1 10 and 2 ones. Well, that's 12. And then I have 2 tens and 1 1. That's 21. I'm going to compare the two and say 12 is less than 21. Well done. And again, I'm going to pause here and see if you can figure out how can we compare the two numbers at the top and the two numbers at the bottom. Come back when you're ready. Great. So first, let's write how many are in each group. How many tens, how many ones? Well, the first one has 7 tens and 3 ones. It's 73. The second one has 7 tens and 4 ones. it's 74. So we could say that 73 is less than 74. Now down at the bottom, we have 4 tens and 1 1. That's 41. We also have 14 ones. No tens and 14 ones. Well, how much is that? Well, of course, it's 14. 41 is much greater than 14. Super job. So what else could we use to compare numbers? Have you ever thought of using a 100 grid? Well, you can. And remember to use the words less than, or the symbol, and greater than, or the symbol. Here's one for us to try together. 96 is... Well, let's find 96. There it is. Can you see 94? Well, I do, and I can see that 96 is greater than 94. Here's another one. 38, there it is, and 83. Oh, well, 38 is less than 83. How about this one? 52 and 25. 52 is greater than 25. And our final one, let's find 70 and compare it to 69. Well, 70 is greater than 69. Okay, I think it's time for you to have a go on your own. Here's our 100 grid, and here are our words and symbols. Why don't you pause here and see if you can fill in and compare the numbers below. I'm ready. Are you? Let's begin. 90 is greater than 80. 26 is less than 36. Now let's compare 57 and 59. Well, 57 is less than 59. And the final two numbers we're going to compare, let's compare 30 and 29. 30 is greater than 29. Fantastic work! And now it's time, of course, for you to have a go. So here's a challenge for you. There are 4 questions below, comparing two numbers. Fill in the blanks with either the symbols or the words to show less than, equal to, or greater than. Then come back and I'll show you the answers. Great! How did you do? Let's see if your answers are the same. The first one is 17 is less than 7 tens and 0 ones. The next one, 3 tens and 9 ones, is equal to 39. C says 62 is greater than 2 tens and 6 ones. And the final one was 50 plus 9 is less than 60. Amazing! Can you believe we're at the end of the lesson already? That means you've done lots of practice and lots of work, and it's time for you to pause here and have a go at your very own worksheet. If you don't have a worksheet from White Rose Maths, you can find lots of material available on the BBC Bite Size website. Good luck!
Okay, so have a go at the maths questions. So remember to pause on each screen and then mark your answers. Okay, and have a go at the writing task. And that's the end of our video. I will see you tomorrow.